On tonight's episode of Knights at the Game Table, I'm going to be joined by D from Node.
What's up, guys? Hey.
Hey, good to see you, man. D's going to be bringing his Eldar, I'm going to be bringing my Ultramarines, and we're going to go head-to-head in a classic conflict only here on Kingslayer at Knights at the Game Table. To keep up to date with everything at Knights at the Game Table, all you have to do is click subscribe and then hit that tiny little notification button next to it, so every time we upload a new video, YouTube will be sure to let you know. So on tonight's episode of Kingslayer, we're taking a slight diversion from what we normally do as we've flown out to Node Studios so we can battle against D once again. Now D, you have a pretty epic YouTube channel.
Yeah, we run a gaming channel here in Los Angeles, and we make all kinds of content. We do gaming stuff, D&D stuff, and apparently we do 40k stuff.
So a little known fact about the guys at Node is they all play Warhammer 40,000. Well, all you
all me.
And all D.
Yeah.
And most people don't realize that they play it. However, we've been friends with Node for years, and because we know that they play Warhammer 40,000, we jumped on a plane, came out here. We played them once before. In fact, I was on D's channel a few months back, and you can see that if you check out the Node channel, which we're going to link to in the description below. However, this time, Eve went head-to-head against D with her Necrons, and that is going to be linked below in the description, so make sure you go and check out what happens when Eve, the queen of the Necrons, goes head-to-head against D from Node. However, don't forget that while you're doing that, you've still got this episode to watch, and you still have an opportunity to win a start collecting box of your choice. All you have to do is leave a comment down below and share this video, and you will be entered into our monthly draw. So D, while they're going through and entering into that competition, are you ready to take my Ultramarines on?
I'm ready. Last time, it was, you destroyed me, but it was actually a surprisingly close game.
It was really close, yeah.
It was very weird, but you obliterated my army, so I tweaked my army a bit. I'm still running Eldar, but I feel like this is going to do a lot better, so hopefully luck is on my side. So.
Yeah, not just luck. It looks like he's been watching some of our tutorials because he's bringing Dark Reapers, and well, I won't spoil it. I'll let D tell you all about it. All right, D.
I've been doing my research a little bit, watching you.
Perfect. Thanks, All right, so this is going to be fun. So we're looking forward to the game. So you make sure you leave a comment down below and enter our monthly draw for the start collecting box of your choice, and I'll see you in the game.
All right, so for today's game, I'm going to be playing the Craftworld Eldar. I have 2 different detachments. It's not Battleforged, so I only get 3 command points. My Warlord is a Farseer with a Singing Spear, and his psychic powers are Guide and Fortune. I don't have the right model, so I'm using my Eldrad Ulthran model, so it's not actually Eldrad, it's just a Farseer. I have 2 units of 5 Dark Reapers, each has an Exarch with Tempest Launchers in it. I have 1 unit of 5 Rangers, just stock 5 Rangers, and then as my final piece, I have a Wraith Knight armed with a Sun Cannon, Scatter Shield, and dual Star Cannons. And that's about it. And for the Craftworlds, every infantry unit is using a Latok, so they get -1 to hit if the shooter is more than 12 inches away. And for my Wraith Knight, I'm using the Yandin Craftworld, which allows him to basically double his hull points whenever considering if he goes down a bracket. So hopefully it works. Hopefully I get first turn, basically, is what I'm saying.
So I'm bringing my Ultramarines detachment once again. This is like my traveling army. So far, it's only lost 1 game ever, which was against Mini Wargaming. This is the list that I used to beat Nick Nanavati and previously beat D on the Node channel. Will it win today? Who knows? It's a pretty tough list. The Titan is going to be a little bit brutal. So my army consists of 3 Hellblaster squadrons. It consists of a captain who has a relic that gives him a 3-up invulnerable save and the ability to deny the witch. Then he's got a Thunder Hammer and a Combi Plasma. And then I'm running a pair of these Redemptor Dreads, and they've got the Macro Plasma Cannon is what they're going to be using. Today's mission is the prize, which is very simply we're going to have this very pretty objective marker in the center of the battlefield, and models can move over it and take control of it. At the end of the 5th round, whoever controls this wins the game. And these objective markers were actually made by a really good friend of ours who owns a business called Custom Cut Tokens. So if you want to get some really cool custom objective markers, then make sure you check out customcuttokens.com. So I'm excited for it. Let's see what happens with D. This is a really unique army for me to fight against. I think a lot of it's going to depend on who gets the first turn of the game. Speaking of which, let's roll.
did deployment.
Yep.
I finished deployment first, so I get +1.
Correct.
Good luck, sir.
I'm using the official Warhammer Citadel dice, which is the only store in America that sells Forge World stuff natively. And everyone complains that my metal
in Texas,
dice,
right?
yeah, it's
Okay.
right down the road from us.
Nice.
But everyone complains my metal dice are too heavy and it makes a ringing sound. So I'm gonna. That means these are untested dice, D.
Those are chunky dice.
I like heavy dice, which I like metal, but
Mine's a really tiny.
here we go. How good are they? There are 4. There are 4 good.
Come on, can I please go first once in my life?
Come on, D. 3 + 1 is a 4. That's a roll off.
Okay.
Warhammer Citadel. What are you saying? They're saying a 3.
Yes! Yes!
But I get
Don't
to
seize it!
seize the
Do not
initiative.
seize it. Please
Okay.
let me go first.
Here we go.
once.
D. Ready for this? You want to see what 6 looks like? Looks like this. Oh no, it doesn't. That's a 2. D gets the first turn.
First time I've ever gone first against anyone from Knights at the game table. I finished my movement phase. I moved all my Dark Reapers up to the top floor so they can take shots at these Dreadnoughts. I made these Reapers to do the same. Wraith Knights stood still. My Rangers are in the windows to take a shot at his commander. And my Warlord stood still and he's just going to overlook it. There's nothing I can shoot at other than those 2 that I can see. The Rangers can hit them because they're Rangers, but I do have Dark Reaper Exarchs who can fire at targets they can't see. So these Dark Reaper Exarchs are going to shoot at those hiding Marines. Farseer is going to cast Guide on this unit of Dark Reapers.
Mm-hmm. Get it, D.
7 does not go off.
Ooh,
I'm
fail.
going to reroll 1 with his Runes of the Farseer.
6.
Does
Bad
not go
luck.
Okay, he's going to cast Fortune on the Wraith Knight. Goes off with a 9.
Nice.
Okay, shooting phase.
So the Wraith Knight's got a 5-up Fino Pain now.
Yes. Starting off, these Rangers are going to shoot at your commander.
Cool.
So I got 5 shots, hitting on 3s. 3 misses, and...
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4. So 4s to wound, 6s are mortal wounds.
Oh, wow. That's brutal. That's what you get for not hiding.
Perfect there.
Yeah. Wow. 2 mortal wounds. Great job. 2-up save because I'm in cover. 2 saves.
Good. Okay, so these Dark Reapers who have Guide are going to fire at that closest
Redemptor.
Redemptor. Are there any dudes hidden in there?
Nope.
The Dark Reaper Exarch is going to fire at the closest unit of Marines in here.
Cool.
Okay, so I do the Exarch first. He's going to get 2 shots, 2d6, 7 shots, 2 hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because he's an Exarch. 4 hits, strength 4, toughness 4.
On the Marines? Yeah.
4s. All right, 3 hits at -2.
They're in cover right now, so it's actually -1, so 4-up saves. That's 4 saves.
Okay. The Dark Reapers.
And 3 saves.
With the Reaper launchers, they're going to fire their heavy shots, so they get 1 each, so it's 4 shots.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 3s.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, but they get to reroll because they've Guide.
Guide. Very cool.
No, they don't, because I failed Guide.
Correct.
That's it.
Brutal.
So 1 hit.
Tough 7.
Strength 8, so 3s. 1 wound at -2.
1 wound at -2. +1 for cover, so it's 2-up -2, 4-up save. Save. Thank you, Warhammer Citadel.
These Dark Reapers are going to fire their missile launchers at the closest one again.
Nice.
And
They got a 48-inch range on those, I'm guessing?
yeah, 48.
Brutal. Yep, well within
And then
range.
the Tempest launcher, which only has 36, is going to fire at the units inside this building.
Sweet.
Okay, so let's do Tempest launcher first. 2d6. 9 shots.
Not bad.
Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Moving on 4s.
4.
Right, so 4 at -2.
4-up. Because +1 for cover. That's 1 goes through. How much damage?
1 damage.
Cool. 1 guy takes 1 wound. They're 2 wounds each.
Okay. Reapers are firing at that Redemptor, hitting on 3s. 3 hits.
Wounding on 3s.
3 wounds at -2.
Cool. So it's 4s again. So that's 2, and I've got 1 fail. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll it there. Passed. Cool, so on a 5 up, I get my command point back. You can do this once per battle round now, but it's worth it. There it is. Comes back.
And then Wraith Knight is going to fire same Redemptor.
Cool.
So 0 wounds, right?
0 wounds, yeah.
Jeez. Okay, it's going to fire everything it's got.
Get it.
Sun Cannon, heavy 2d6. 7 shots.
Nice.
4, 6, 7. Hitting on 3s. Strength 8, strength 6, toughness 7. Swing on 5s.
2 saves of 5 up because I'm in cover. 2 fails.
Okay, 2 damage apiece.
Cool, that's 4 damage.
Okay, so Star Cannons. Same thing. Let's do the same gun. All hit. I need 5 to wound. 2 wounds. Same thing, minus 3.
2 saves, 5 up. Nope.
D3 each. 2, 3 damage. Total.
3 damage, so that's 7 wounds this poor guy's taken. I think that's enough to drop him.
That's it for my shooting phase. I'm going to use 2 command points, and I'm going to use Fire and Fade twice, which lets me immediately move infantry unit, the full movement. So
Can you use it twice in this battle round? Does it say it specifically?
You can use strategy on friendly unit shoots in your shooting phase. If you do so, you can immediately move 7 as if we're, however, you cannot charge.
It's only 1 unit. Stratagems are limited to 1 per turn,
okay.
yeah. Of the same type.
Okay, I will move these guys then. They're going to hide.
Nice.
So I use 1 command point for that, and I'm down to 2. And then that is the end of my turn.
Sweet. So my movement phase, I moved up all my Hellblaster squads further up. I moved my captain further up and a little bit across so that he can start moving that bubble to where I want it to be for rerolling 1s. And I moved the Dreadnoughts up closer as well so they can start moving towards the enemy. My goal this turn is, it's pretty simple. I'm going to be triggering Wisdom of the Ancients. In fact, I'll do that right now. It costs 1 command point. I can't get 1 back now because I got 1 back earlier. And that creates the captain bubble around the Dreadnought. So basically, everything gets to reroll 1s. Everything gets to reroll 1s here as well. So just give myself a bit of a better fighting chance. And that's it. And then in terms of firepower, I'm going to start from the right. I'm going to try and take out the Dark Reapers. And then my next target's going to be the Wraith Knight. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
All right, shooting phase. I got 5 shots with the Hellblasters over there shooting into the Dark Reapers. I am not going to be overcharging because I'm strength 7 against toughness 3. I do get to reroll 1s, but I get -1 to hit against you. Exactly. So I'm hitting on 4s because of the -1, but I'm naturally rerolling the 1s. 5 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. 3 hits, winning on 2s. Okay, 3 saves at -4.
So it's 2, so I get a 6-up save.
3 dead.
3 dead.
Nice. Now my Space Marine captain's going to fire at that same squad. So he's hitting on a 2 normally, but it's going to be a 3, rerolling 1s. It's a plasma gun, regular plasma gun. Again, he's not overcharging. 2, it's the one thing he naturally misses on a can't reroll. So sad he missed. Then we move on to these guys. I'm going to start with the Redemptor that's damaged, and I'm going to shoot against the Wraith Knight. Okay, I've got Storm Bolters as well, and I've got this Onslaught gun. So I'm going to shoot the Storm Bolters and the Onslaught gun against the Scouts.
Okay.
I'm going to fire the Icarus launcher and the Plasma at the Wraith Knight.
Gotcha.
So let's start with the Plasma. Okay. It's D6 shots, which is 6 shots. Hitting on 4s now because he's weakened. So I got 6 shots. I'm hitting on 4s. However, I get -1 because I moved. I get another -1 because I'm 12 inches away.
Well, he doesn't have the 12 inches.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, that's correct. Okay, so I get -1 because I moved. So that makes me hit on 5s, but I reroll 1s. So 6 shots, hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s. So there's a 6 and 3 1s. Nothing else. So 1 hit. So strength. So I'm wounding on 4s. There's a wound. 1 save at -4.
Okay, so 5 of Invul. Fails. How much damage?
1.
Okay. Feel no pain.
Okay, Icarus Rocket Pod, D3 shots, which is 1, gets -1 to hit again. So this is only going to hit on a 6 because he moved. So yeah, so it's a 6, nothing, but reroll 1s. Hits, look at that. Strength 7, wounding on a 5. No wounds.
Okay.
All right, so that was pretty easy. Now let's fire against those guys. So,
Really good. -2.
yeah. So I've got Storm Bolters. They've 2 shots each. So that's 4 shots on the Storm Bolters at this range. They normally hit on 4s. I get -2, but that's it. So I'm hitting on 6s. No hits. So then I've got my Onslaught Gatling Gun, which is 6 shots. These guys are hitting on -2 again, so they're hitting on 6s. 1.
A lot of 5s though.
Yeah. 1, and it's wounding on a 3. No wounds. That is all the firepower from the damaged one.
Are you sure? Because these are as tough as 3.
Yeah, strength 5.
Okay.
So now we move into this guy, who's currently unwounded, and he's going to be shooting at the Wraith Knight. This time, I am going to overcharge it.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same breakdown of the firepower. So the strength 7 and the strength 9 are going against him, and the others are going the other way. So D6 shots, 2. 2 shots, normally hitting on 3s, but -1 because I moved. So hitting on 4s, and rerolling 1s, which I reroll. And a 3, which gets -1, puts it to a 2, so it misses, but it doesn't blow up. So I got 1 hit, strength 9, wounding on a 3, that's a wound. -4.
-4, 5 up and vulnerable.
Cool.
He's good.
Nice. Next up, I've got the Icarus Cannon, D3 shots, which is 2. -1 for moving and -1 because you're not a flyer. So this is 5s. It's 1 hit, but rerolling 1s. Nope. Wounding on 5s, no wounds. And then we go into the shots against those little dudes. Okay. So I'm hitting them on 5s with the Stormbolter and rerolling 1s. So it's 2 hits, wounding on 3s.
Okay, so I get +2 to my cover save.
No AP.
So no AP, so 2 up.
Nice. And then the Onslaught Gun. So this guy, I'm going to reroll that 1. I get -1 to hit because I moved, but another -1 against you.
Yes.
Cool. So that puts
You actually
these.
get -2.
Yeah, -2 to shoot.
Well, they automatically get -1 and then have a late talk, so they get another -1.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's -3 in total. So I'm only hitting on 6s. No wounds. And so that's it for all of these guys. So now we move into the Hellblasters.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to have 1 squad at the Dark Reapers.
Okay.
So these guys are hitting on 3s. No, -1 to hit you. So they're hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Not overcharging. That's a hit. 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. 2 saves at -4.
2 saves at -4, 6 up saves. Make 1, fail 1.
Cool, 1 dead. So those guys are going to fire at the Wraith Knight. They are going to overcharge this. So they're hitting on 3s, rolling 1s, no negatives.
Yeah.
It's 3 hits. Strength 8, wounding on 4s. Ugh, terrible. No wounds. And on my first turn, you have a morale check for those guys. They can fail it now.
They can, yes. Okay, so there's 1 left. We'll roll low. 5,
9.
7, 8, 9.
1 extra guy runs away.
I'm going to command reroll that.
All right. Oh, 8. Nice. Good job.
I should leave. No, I should stay.
No, I shouldn't. For the good of my people.
You know what? I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
So I finished my movement phase. Dark Reapers came out from hiding again. Wraith Knight moved on up. I left my Dark Reaper Exarch here because he doesn't need line of sight to shoot. He's going to sit there and just snipe dudes all game. Rangers are still here. I'm moving on to Psychic phase. Yeah, Farsi is going to cast Guide on Wraith Knight. So I need 7.
Oh, perils.
Perils. I'm going to take the perils because I have Ghost Help. So I'm going to take D3 wounds, mortal wounds.
1.
On a roll of 2 because of his Ghost Help, I ignore it. He's good. So it goes off, and then I'm going to cast Fortune on it as well. So I need 7.
Oh, bad luck.
I'm going to reroll 2 with his Runes of the Farseer, which I can do once per turn. It goes off.
Sweet.
Fortune and guide. And then that's it for psychic phase. I'm gonna move on to shooting phase. Rangers are gonna fire your warlord again.
Mm-hmm.
5 shots, hitting on 3. 2 misses.
Mortal wound.
Wounding on 4s.
Oh my
1 wound
gosh.
and 1 mortal wound. So 2 regular wounds and 1 mortal wound.
So 2 saves of 3+. 2 saves, but a mortal wound again.
Does he have 5?
He has 5, yeah.
Okay.
Ouch.
Just picking him down.
Mm-hmm.
Wraith Knight is going to fire its sun cannon. It's going to fire a sun cannon, 1 star cannon at the squad at the front, and it's going to fire its 2nd star cannon at the damaged guy.
Sweet.
So I'm going to do the 2nd star cannon at the damaged Redemptor, hitting on 3s, re-rolling failed hits. Both hit. Toughness 7. So I need 5 to wound.
1 wound.
At -2.
-2, so I need 5 up. Failed.
D3 damage. 2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay, now 2nd star cannon into the
annoying.
1st unit of Marines. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling fails.
Bad luck.
1 hit, wounding on
3s.
3s. 1 wound at -2.
Cool. 5 up. Safe.
Nice. Okay, star cannon. So 2d6. So 4 shots, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling failed hits. All hit.
Nice.
Wounding on 3s. All wound. So 4 at -2.
4 saves of 5 up. Ooh, 4 go through.
2 damage apiece.
That is brutal. So that's the front unit, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Bing, 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 bing. 4 dead.
Dark Reaper Exarch here is going to fire at that squad that is in front of the commander. 2d6.
Oh, that sucks.
Good. Hitting on 3s. 1 hit and wounding on 4s. 1 wound. AP -2.
1 save, 5 up. Safe.
3 of the Dark Reapers are going to fire the damaged one.
Mm-hmm.
The other Dark Reaper is going to fire the non-damaged one. And then the Exarch is going to fire at the unwounded squad.
Okay.
The Exarch first, so 2d6. 4 shots. He's shooting at the unwounded squad, so
3s.
hitting on 3s. All hit. Wounding on 4s. Oof.
Oh, wow. Bad luck.
Okay, and then, so 3 of these Dark Reapers into that big guy, and they're going to fire their strongest shots. So hitting on 3s. Oof.
1 hit.
That's not good. 1 hit.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. 1 wound at -2.
1 save, 5 up. Failed.
3 damage flat.
Cool. He's 1 left.
And then the last dude is going to fire at the undamaged one with a strength shot, so hitting on 3s. 1 hit, wounding on 3s. No wound.
Cool.
Okay. And at the end of my turn, I'm going to use my final command point to do fire and fade. All right, these guys again.
Okay, so I've got a morale check, leadership of 8, 4 guys ran away, so I need a 5 or a 6 to fail. I reroll fails. 4, they're fine. So in my movement phase, I moved everything up further on into the board. I moved the Hellblasters back into cover, moved both Dreadnoughts forward. The one with only 1 wound only moves 4 inches now. I advanced my captain and rolled a 6, so he got to move 12 inches straight across the board. And I went in front of the rest of the troops because ultimately, I'm not really worried what he fires at him. He's done so much damage to the captain at this point that it works one way or the other. Either he continues to fire at the captain, it pulls shots away from everything else, or he lets the captain live and he still snipes me. So either way, I might as well be in front, which is not normally a tactic you'd see people do, but I feel comfortable with it. And I moved up the other squad of Hellblasters as well. So basically, I've moved everything as close as I can to start getting into rapid fire range, which is really what my army wants to do. Sweet. And that moves me into my shooting phase. So I'm going to spend a command point and trigger Wisdom of the Ancients again. I'm going to try and get it back. But I fail, so I'm down to 2 command points at this point. Let's do some plasma fire into that Wraith Knight. So I got 12 shots. I am hitting on 3s and I am re-rolling 1s. I am overcharging. Wounding on 4s. So that is 6 saves at -4, doing 2 damage each.
5 up invulnerable save. 8 damage, 5 up feel no pain. And take 2 damage.
Nice, that's great shooting.
Great.
Wow. Okay, I've got more plasma fire going into that Wraith Knight.
Okay.
Same thing, overcharging. Hit on 3s. That's 5 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's 3 more saves at -4.
Alright, 3, 5 up invulns. Don't make any.
2 damage each.
6 damage. 5 up feel no pain. I take
There we are, 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
Much better. So that moves on to my Redemptors. Let's start with the heavy plasma. D6 shots, that's 4 shots. He is overcharging, so he's hitting on 4s, because I get -1 because I moved. Rerolling 1s. That's bad news too. So he takes 3 mortal wounds. Wounding on a 3.
It doesn't affect him. I see.
That's 1 wound, 1 save at -4.
1 save at -4, 5 up feel no pain, or 5 up invulnerable save.
2 damage.
2 damage, 5 up feel no pain. That's good.
Wow, great shooting. Let's do the Stormbolters against him. These guys are hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Needing 6s to wound. It's 1 wound. So 1 save, no AP.
3 up save.
Mhm.
He's good.
Nice. And then let's do the Onslaught against the Scouts. He's got -2 to shoot them. And another -1 because he moved. So he's hitting on 6s, rerolling 1s. It's 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. 1 wound, -1.
-1, so 3 up save, because he got +2. He's good.
Nice. And then I've got the Icarus against the Wraith Knight. It's 1 shot, it's, missing. And then I've got the last little dude,
Damage guy.
the damaged guy. So he's going to fire his heavy plasma. He is not going to overcharge it. So he's got D6 shots, it's 3. He's hitting on 5s normally. He moved, so he got -1, he's hitting on 6s. It's 1 hit.
That's a hit.
Wounding on a 4. That's a wound, -4.
5 up, invuln.
1 damage.
5 up feel no pain.
1 damage. Nice.
It works.
Icarus, D3 shots, that's 3 shots. 6s, there's 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. There's a wound, -1.
-1. Okay, so I'll take the 4 up. He's good.
Nice. Next up, I've got my Stormbolters. 4 shots. Hitting on 5s though. Nothing. And then I've got the Onslaught against the Scouts, same as before.
Yep.
Oh no, wait, they can't even hit him, so they're going against that dude again. So 6s. Nope. Wounding on a 5. No wounds. And that is the end of my shooting phase. However, I am going to attempt to charge.
Okay.
And I need a 10. So I trigger Overwatch.
Okay. Yeah. Here's some shots my Sun Cannon gets. Get 10 shots. 1 so far. 2 wounding on 5s. 1 wound at -2.
So I got 1 save of 5 up. Failed.
So D3. Oh wait, that's just
2 damage.
2 damage, yeah.
Cool.
And then Star Cannons. 1. Wounding on 5s.
Cool.
So
I can attempt to charge. I need a 10. Oh, it's not even close. End of my second turn.
okay, so top of turn 3.
Top of turn 3.
All right, my movement phase is done. I moved my Wraith Knight directly on top of the objective, so hopefully at the end of this turn I will have control of it. I move my Reapers 1 more time up. I don't have any more command points, so they can't hide anymore, so they're there. My Exarch's still down here because he doesn't need line of sight. Everyone else stood still. My Exarch here, he moved 1 down in case he's got to run out do something, but he can still shoot without line of sight. So that's it for my movement phase. I'm hoping that I can do enough damage with all my guys so that next turn he can't blow up my Wraith Knight, and then hopefully run away with my Wraith Knight because he's got a really long stride, sprint away. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do Psychic phase. I'm going to cast Guide on my Dark Reaper squad in full health here. So I need 7. Cast it. Goes off with exactly 7.
I'm gonna deny it. My Warlord denies on 11.
Okay. I will then cast Fortune on the Wraith Knight. I need 7. Goes off with 7.
Nice.
And that's it for my Psychic phase. Now, let's start with Rangers again. They're going to shoot at your commander.
Nice. These guys are so epic at shooting, they're legit scared of the snipers.
Here we go. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah. Ugh.
I'll hit 1.
Come on, no 6s for
Come on,
once.
give me 2 6s.
No 6s.
Please, 2 6s. Here we go.
1
6
6
and
and 2 saves. 2 saves. So he takes 1 wound, he's got 1 life left, 2 saves of 3 up, 2 saves.
Barely. Okay, so the Dark Reaper Exo is going to fire this squad right here.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy 2d6, 7, hitting on 3s.
4s.
4s. So 2 at -2.
2 saves, 5 up. 1 save, 1 wound, but that killed a guy because they took a wound earlier.
Yeah. He's going to fire his Sun Cannon into these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to fire both of his Star Cannons into these guys.
Cool.
So Sun Cannon first on these guys, having 2d6. Ouch.
Bad luck.
Okay, so hitting on 3s. Both hit. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound at -2.
4 up. Failed.
Okay, so 2 damage to 1 gets splat. And then 4 shots from Star Cannons at that group of 4 back there. Hitting on 3s. All hit. Wounding on 3s. So 3 at -2.
Cool. 5 up. 2 wounds.
2 go through?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 damage flat.
Nice.
Dark Reaper Exarch is going to fire at this squad.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the Dark Reapers are going to fire at this squad.
Okay.
So Exarch first, 26, 10, hang on 3.
Nice. Tough 4.
20 on 4s. 6 at -2.
So 6 saves at 5 up. Wow, 2 go through.
2 go through, this is 1 damage piece.
Cool, 1 guy dead.
And then the rest of the Reapers, I got 4 of them. They're going to use their strength 5 shots. They get 2 shots each, so 8 shots. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 4 wounds at -2. There's 2 damage piece.
4s. We'll save.
Whoa, nice.
Thanks.
Okay. That's it for that. Yeah, I'm going to charge this unit right here. This
Cool.
is 1 unit, right?
2 units. There's a unit of 4 and a unit of 1.
Okay, they're going to charge unit 4.
Cool. I'm going to Overwatch,
Go for it.
Rapid Fire, Overcharge.
Okay.
6s, rolling 1s. 2 1s, no 6s. 6 and a 1, seems fair. So that's 1 guy's dead. But wounds on a 4 up, no wounds.
Okay, let's see if I charge. Take it in. Okay. He's in. He's gonna go. So he's gonna Titanic Feet. Hitting on.
Mm-hmm. Should I check something?
Holding on 2s. 8 wounds at -2.
Cool. So I've got how many saves? 8?
8, yeah.
8 saves at 5 up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 go through.
5 go through. Okay,
Yeah.
and they're each D3.
They could survive.
They could survive, yeah. So this is a D3.
They're dead.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
So at the end of my movement phase, I have done a lot of crazy sneaky things. I've moved my Hellblaster that's live in that squad into cover. I've moved this one within rapid fire range of the Dark Reapers. I kept this Redemptor standing still because he's currently in his top stat line and he hasn't moved. And I have got this guy moving up closer. That's what I've done so far.
He's like, where you going?
Yeah, he's like, which way do we go, guys? So let's start with this Hellblaster, firing 2 shots into the Wraith Knight. Okay. So he's hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. That's a 3 and a 1. And a 2. So it's 1 hit, wounding on a 4. No wounds. So sad. Causes a conundrum. Okay. So he's got 3 shots on the plasma, going against the Wraith Knight. And he's hitting on 6s, he's not overcharging. No wounds, doesn't get to reroll. The Icarus cannon has 3 shots and cannot hit.
He doesn't get the -1 because he's using handicap.
No, I know, yeah, he still can't get. He's got -1 for moving and -1 because you don't fly. So he can't hit with that at all. But he is going to fire the Onslaught cannon, which hits on 6s. Nothing. And then he's got his Stormbolter, hits on 6s. So it's 2 6s, but wounds on 6s. No wounds. The second Redemptor, he's gonna fire the plasma at the Wraith Knight. He's gonna fire the Icarus. In fact, he'll fire everything at those dudes except the plasma, which he'll fire at the Wraith Knight. Okay, so Stormbolters, these guys are hitting on 4s because -1 shoot you. So that's 2 hits, wounding on 3s, 2 saves, no AP.
Okay, 2 up.
Yeah.
They're good.
Cool, these guys are hitting on 5s. This is his Onslaught. That's 3 hits, no rerolls, wounding on 3s, 2 saves at -1.
Okay, so 3 ups.
Yep.
They're good.
Nice. The Icarus, that's 2 shots. That's 1 hit, wounding on 2. I rolled a 1. So that's a fail. And then I've got my heavy plasma, which is shooting into the Wraith Knight, and I am overcharging it.
Okay.
So I don't get to reroll 1s though. Do I care about that? No, I don't. 5 shots. Hitting on 3s, I don't get to reroll 1s. Oh, of course not. So it's 2 mortal wounds, but 2 wounds as well. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds at -4.
Okay. So if I was vulnerable, I make 1, I fail 1.
2 damage.
2 damage. 5 up, feel no pain. Take 2.
Cool, so that puts you to 10. Leaves my last little Hellblaster, who's gonna shoot the Dark Reapers. 2 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, 1 hits. The reroll is a 1. He dies. So sad.
Oh no.
Okay, that was brutal. That was not the best shooting phase in the world. Which brings us to close combat.
Are you gonna triple team me?
I'm gonna attempt to triple team you.
Dang.
That's gonna be the plan.
That's rough.
Yeah, I'm gonna start by charging this guy. Overwatch.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta. So make it in. Start cannon. 8 shots. 2, 4, 6, 8. Nope, nothing. And then my star cannons. Nope.
Charging. 7. Charging my Warlord in. As a matter of courtesy. Makes it.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna charge the last guy. 6.
Oh man.
So, now fun fact about Redemptor Dreadnoughts, D.
They're really mean in close combat.
They're really mean in close combat, and their weakened stat line doesn't get that much weaker.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna start with my captain. So he has 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, but -1 because of Thunderhammer, so he's hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Thunderhammer! That's 4 hits. Toughness 8, 4s.
Alright, so 4, 5 up invulnerables. That's rough. And then it's 3 each.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
12 damage. Wow! Great 5s.
Pretty decent.
That's pretty impressive.
So I take
7.
7. Ouch.
My damage guy's hitting on 5s, and I'm re-rolling 1s. So that's 2 hits so far. That's 3 hits, and I'm strength 14.
Okay.
So I'm wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
Nice.
So 3 saves at -3.
5-up pinball. Come on, baby. Not 1.
3d6 damage.
3d6 damage?
15 damage.
What?
I've been setting the whole game up for this exact moment. It took so long to get you here. Ugh. That's a dead Wraith Knight.
Yeah, that's it. He's done so.
Does he explode? This is historically against D. This is how I lose. So yeah, just give me a 2 or a 3 or something. Are you kidding me? Oh man!
Yes!
Oh god!
Yes!
No! 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 No!
Oh my God, it's so good. I've been waiting for this.
Oh my gosh!
Each unit within 2d6 suffers d6 mortal wounds.
Of course they do. God, how many more wounds?
d6.
Oh my gosh! Come on! Okay,
So it's everyone there.
that's my whole army wiped. D, the king of explosions. Okay, I'm triggering Armor of Contempt. It costs 1 command point on that guy.
Okay.
And see if I get my command point back. I do get my command point back. I'm back up to 2. He has 5 up, feel no pain against mortal wounds.
Okay, so this guy
Yeah.
takes 1.
Potentially 1. He takes none. No, he takes 1.
He takes 1.
He takes 1.
Your captain
Okay, so my captain's
takes
dead.
5 mortal wounds.
Yeah, he's dead. Because he's got 1 life left. This guy dies, he's got 1 life left.
Yeah, and that last guy,
Has 2 wounds.
he's dead.
He is dead. So, it's so brutal.
Oh no!
God damn it. But you do drop the relic,
Drop the relic.
and it gets set up within an inch of the dead model. So, it's there. It's your 4th turn.
Okay, 4th turn. Alright, so my movement phase is done. I'm moving everyone closer to the objective, so my Dark Reapers and my Rangers came down and moved that blue street. My Force came around the corner, and I'm gonna smite this thing. And that's it. We're just gonna try to kill this thing. Psychic Phase, he's gonna cast Guide on the Reapers to help them out a little bit. Need 7. Perils again. I'm gonna take D3 mortal wounds. Take 2 mortal wounds because it's Ghost Helm. I get negated on a 2. So I take 1 mortal wound. Power goes off. He's then gonna cast Smite on this guy. So I need a 5. Does not go off. I'm going to use Runes of the Farseer to reroll both. Goes off, doing D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds.
Spend a command point to give myself feel no pain against mortal wounds. 5 up. Oh, take 3 more wounds. He has 2 lives left.
Okay, Dark Reapers are going to fire their heavy guns at him. So 4 strength 8 shots. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling because it died. Still misses. Wounding on 4s.
Tough 7.
Tough 7, wounding on 3s then. Okay, so 1 wound at -2.
1 save, 5 up. Nice! Save.
All right, Dark Reaper Exarch is going to fire its gun. Maybe 2d6, 8 shots. Hitting on 3s.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Great shooting. Winning on 5s?
Wounding on 5s, yeah. 2 wounds.
At -2?
-2.
2 saves, 5 up. No saves. 2 wounds. That kills him.
Really?
Yep, 2 wounds left, I think.
'Cause he
11,
had
12,
8.
13. Yep. 8 plus 5. Does he blow up?
Oh,
He blows up! Everything within 6 inches.
Okay.
Is there anything?
No.
No.
Blow up in a great fashion.
He blows up, inflicting 3 mortal wounds to the relic. Great game, you won.
Great game.
Good
I
job,
won.
D.
I finally won again. Yes.
Oh man, so the Ultramarines just couldn't cut it. That's 2 games in a row they've lost. Funny enough, I've actually been thinking about revising this list due to a couple of weaknesses. If you go back in the strands of time to the beginning of Knights of the Game Table, you remember there was an episode where I put a Redemptor against Leviathan. And that's where I first fell in love with Leviathans in 8th edition, and I kept saying that Redemptors just aren't as good. I get 2 Redemptors for 20 power level, or for 16 power level, I could have a Leviathan. And my Deathwatch loved the Leviathan so much that I think I might revise the army. I'm not planning on doing Ultramarines, but I might do something a little bit different that still has the Hellblasters. Stay tuned to watch for that, because I think I can level it up a bit. The army's still great. It still plays well. I made some critical errors, but D made a critical error, but then I followed it with a critical error. Here's what happened. I wanted the Knight in close combat. I knew the Redemptors would crush it if they touched it. Strength 14, D6 wounds, 4 attacks, hitting on 5s, rolling 1s, even if they were damaged, no problem. So it became all about trying to get a Redemptor in close combat. I also knew that my Thunderhammer guy would be able to do some serious damage, and if D killed him, spend 2 command points, which I was saving, and I could trigger him to attack a second time, essentially Smash Captain. One of the biggest weaknesses in this list is I haven't put a jump pack on the Captain. It's something that I really should have done. But anyway, point being, I overcommitted. I knew there was a chance it might explode, and I calculated it. I asked D about halfway through how many command points he had left, and he said he had none left. And I was like, oh, I've only got a 1 in 6 chance that that thing will blow up and wipe out my entire army. And it did it again. And if you want to see just how often this happens, all you have to do is go to Node's channel, where you can see me play against D using the exact same army, and the same thing happened. I should know by now that if I'm playing D, his things blow my things up, and my things explode and wipe out my own army. Even so, it was a great game. It was so much fun, super tense right up to the end. I really enjoy playing D. I mean, we've been friends for years anyway, but it's really great to, to fly out to LA here at Node Studios and get to play him. So in short, I should not have overcommitted in close combat. I really only needed 1 Redemptor Dread, or my captain should be able to pull it off with this 2 command points. I should have just trusted my own math that I'd calculated, but I didn't. I overcommitted and died. But still, great game. I'm glad I did it, and yeah, I'm gonna revise my Ultramarines list.
So that was a really fun game. I can't believe I won. It's the first game I've won against anyone from Knights of the Game Table. I think going first had a huge hand in that, and I had a lot of fun playing the game, honestly, more than the fact that I just won. I feel like I was really lucky on my rolls, and a lot of my saves, I was killing it with the saves on the Wraith Knight, so it took a lot of time for the Wraith Knight to get whittled down. I think coming into the game, I knew Adam's list, and I knew he had a lot of models that are 2 health points and stuff. So I brought more Dark Reapers this time because they have a shot that does 2 damage. Keeping a full unit alive by using the Fire and Fade stratagem for 1 command point was really, really useful. Being able to shoot with them and then hide and have them not be able to be hit for multiple turns in a row was really huge for me. That basically made them untouchable. And it made it so that my Rangers and my Wraith Knight were basically the only things that were in range or could be shot at. So that worked out really well. I think I also just rolled really, really well. Very lucky with my rolls. And I obviously got really lucky with the Wraith Knight. I did not expect Adam to be able to do that much damage in close combat with his Redemptors, but he crushed the Wraith Knight so bad that it exploded. Had no command points. I thought for sure it wasn't going to happen, but like Adam said, we have a history of having things blow up, which is great. So I thought it was really epic, super fun game. I think next time I might fly down to Austin and play there, so I might film some games there. I like my list. I think it needs a little revision here and there, but I definitely love the Dark Reapers. They were the all-stars for sure. And yeah, it just really, really lucky game. So had a lot of fun.
Thanks ever so much for watching. There you have it. D took the game. This is it was about time. You needed a victory.
I know. My ego couldn't handle if I lost again.
It's true. But if you want to see another game with D, all you have to do is look in the description for the Node channel, where he's going to go head-to-head against Eve and her Necrons. So make sure you go and check out that and see just how that goes down. It's fun.
What, this game or that game?
You know.
all around. It was a lot. Had a good time.
Don't forget, you got an opportunity to win a start collecting box of your choice by entering our monthly draw. All you have to do is leave a comment down below and share this video, and you may be the one that's selected, just like all the other people that we've had that have won previously in previous months. And also, we're about to go and film list analysis, where D is going to break down the choices in his Elder list and why he chose them and what he did. And I'm going to go and break down my army list, and we're going to upload those into the members area, where we have a bunch of exclusive content, including battle reports you guys haven't seen yet, advanced tactics, painting lessons from Golden Demon winners, and of course the list analysis and codex breakdowns and stuff that we do. So if you're not yet a member and you want to become a member, you can get one of our cool Knights of the Game Table dice trays that we give to all annual members. All you have to do is look in the description below for a link to learn more about becoming a member of Knights at the Game Table. Thanks ever so much for watching. D, thank you ever so much for being here.
Yeah,
it's awesome. We appreciate you watching this one-off unique episode of Kingslayer in our collaboration with Node. To see who's fighting next time on Kingslayer, watch this.
Next week on Knights at the Game Table, Blood Angels versus Necrons.